This is the MLW Radio Network.
Welcome, everybody, to the Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world according to former WWE superstar and ECW original of the Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge all contained in the Mind of the Meanie. I am your tour guide, Josh Shernoff, and he is the Blue Meanie. And Meanie, today is a very special All Ask Meanie episode. We have not done a full Ask Meanie episode since, I want to say, June of 2020. So, man, we're going to do it. But in the meantime, before we get started, what's on your mind?
Oh, man, I am full.
Man. How was your Thanksgiving, Meanie?
That Thanksgiving was delicious.
What did you think about, I know you were watching the game on Thanksgiving. Third quarter,
yeah.
I think we all know what I'm referencing, but holy crap, right?
Yeah, I don't want to get sued for giving too much away of a thing that already happened that I watched that millions of people watched.
God.
But
And
that guy did that thing, and that
I didn't think you even do that on television these days, but
I would never thought that they would do the George Carlin bit of putting random landmines out in the field.
No, did not see that coming. You know who else didn't see that coming? The wide receiver, may he rest in peace. So, geez. So that was so rough Thanksgiving for them.
But
great Thanksgiving for all of us.
I ate, and then I ate again.
Yeah, seriously. It was a lot of fun.
Then I made room for dessert, and then I ate again.
Yeah, and apologies to your sister, of course. We do have a plumber on behalf of Mind of the Meanie coming out to take care of things, because I know you pretty much shut down their plumbing for the whole street, I heard.
Yeah, my apologies to the Roto and the Rooter, who had to unearth that fucking thing.
Jeez.
It's like somebody walked in, is like walking through Jurassic Park, just a petrified
goodness
thing. I don't know where I was going with that, but
I don't know, but I know where we're going today, and it's All Ask Meanie. So if you're ready, let's do it.
Let's do this. I'm TV Steve Allen.
It's time to ask me anything.
Ask me something.
All right. A lot of gas for this one. We're cooking with gas now. And speaking of cooking with gas, let's start with Andy Slichter's question. What is your favorite holiday meal? We're talking Thanksgiving. We're talking Christmas. We're talking New Year's. We're talking Easter and other. That's what he wants to know. So last week, we kind of went over our whole Thanksgiving, our favorite Thanksgiving meals. But let's talk about Christmas. Slichter, of course, he meant to mention Hanukkah as well. Spoiler, latkes, I guess. I don't know. So what's your favorite Christmas meal?
Christmas meal is a lot like the
Thanksgiving meal. It's just the same thing.
Babe.
Yeah,
yeah. It's the sequel.
Mine was always Chinese food.
Oh yeah,
being Jewish, that's what we would do. We'd get Chinese food on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or both.
Then you see the family from A Christmas Story come in because the bumpkins dog ate their Christmas turkey.
What about New Year's? Do you have a New Year's?
Oh my God, I'm trying to think. Because Easter you got ham. It's a good secret thing my grandmom used to do that I love with the ham is you have to put the cloves on it. Cloves and orange juice.
I thought you said clothes.
Cloves.
Like you have to dress, like you put the little pants on the ham and button up the shirt. And I was like, clothes. I was like, I guess this is, I just said I was Jewish, so I guess I really don't know the traditions here.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with Josh.
Yeah, you have to dress the ham.
I fist it and I have a puppet show and just fisting the turkey over here. I saw you taking that sip of water. I had to shoot my shot.
Oh man, I almost shot my shot all over the screen like I'm watching Debbie Does Dallas. Do you remember Debbie Does Dallas?
Yeah, that was a thing.
I never actually saw it, but a kid I went to school with, I don't want to say a friend of mine because it's not anybody that I've ever referenced before, but a kid I went to school with, his parents had a laser disc player back in the day.
Yeah.
And we were flipping through all the options. We settled on Jurassic Park. But there was Debbie Does Dallas. And I'm like, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's a pornographic laser disc. I was like, oh wow. Whew, that's a little too stiff ski for me, if you know what I mean. Anyway.
Well, the hard part about watching something pornographic is to find a pornograph to play it on.
I was going to say the hard part about watching something pornographic is the penis.
Manscaped. Promo code Meanie20. Free shipping.
Yeah, because if you're going to be watching porn, you don't want to have to break out a legit weed whacker to get to that thing. No, you want to do the weed. You want to do the performance package 4.0. I don't know. We'll do that read later. But
and one thing you want, then the one other thing you don't want to do while watching porno is eat Cheetos.
Yeah, that's a surefire way to. Well, you certainly don't want to do any of the hot Cheetos.
We're off to a fiery start here.
So speaking of Easter.
Oh, yeah. We were talking laser discs.
Yep.
We were talking, remember those?
Yeah, they were going to be the Brock Lesnar of
they're like hipster
media. I don't know.
They're fucking hipster DVDs.
The next big thing. Yeah, they were going to be.
Oh, you mean I have to get up and flip this movie that I'm watching?
Yeah, man, nothing I love more than being interrupted in the middle of a movie to do manual labor.
Yeah. Yeah. What were they fucking thinking? Couldn't they just have a laser on the other side to fucking shoot up?
Right? You'd think two lasers in your player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Anyway.
Right. I wasted on that.
I'm sorry. I'm still I'm just hungover from my from Thanksgiving. That's why it was my Thanksgiving was trypto-fantastic. I don't know about yours, but
and my eggnog farts are straight up blood.
Oh,
eggnog farts are no fucking joke. I let out an eggnog fart the other day. I was like, I smell blood.
Vampire starts sniffing around your asshole.
Like a dog.
Gangrel, how'd you get here?
Hey, oh. I know I've been wearing this Luna shirt, but fuck. No, seriously, eggnog farts. Oh.
So I'm
I put eggnog in my coffee and just drink that and it's.
So I've been looking for an eggnog creamer. So I just I've been drinking this coffee since last week's episode, and but I had been just going to Wawa and getting coffee. What I realized was, as much as I love Wawa coffee, it was really the creamer I was putting in it. It was really that French vanilla, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just finally just spend some time getting like a coffee mate, at the grocery store? Because I would always go past and be like, I don't want to spend the time looking to see which one I want. But I finally got it, and it's delicious, and I'm now drinking way too much coffee. I also bought.
What's your Wawa flavor?
Well, I mean, this time of year, sometimes I'll go for like the more holiday flavor things, whatever. But traditionally, I do half French vanilla, half bold.
That's the thing, man. That's the good thing about Wawa's. You can just like
have
a
remix. Mix and
remix.
match.
I do a little hazelnut, a little Cuban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. But then I put that French vanilla creamer in, and it's just good stuff.
Yeah.
Not good for me. That's for sure. But no, but I just whatever. It's, Yeah,
it's the only time of year I really do the creamers and stuff like that. Normally I drink my coffee black like my heart. But,
but I was looking for some eggnog creamer so I could kind of, but then I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I haven't opened it yet. But I did buy the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nice.
That creamer. Because we talked about that on the show a long time ago. Somebody recommended it, and I never had it. So now I finally, finally decided to dig in there.
There should be more creamers after cereal milk.
Well, that's the whole thing. They're like, it's cereal milk. So now I'm just like, okay, yeah, it's cereal milk. It's the best thing. But I'm not just drinking it straight. So now I got to find what coffee is going to go best with it. Because, you have all your my memories of drinking the cereal milk that went along with my Cinnamon Toast Crunch did not involve coffee being mixed into it. So I got to make sure it's all going to go really well. I don't think we even answered Slichter's question.
Oh, the best holiday meal?
Yeah. Hopefully, was this enough for you, Slichter? Is this a good enough answer?
Are you ever satisfied? Basically. Oh, well, we went off the rails because I said like Easter ham that has cloves and pineapple, and you pour the orange juice on it. Let it cook, and you go back in there with a baster and get that orange juice that's already at the recycled and put it back over top.
As long as it's not a recycled baster.
What's in this eggnog? Where are my clothes? Why is the window open? Why is my back sticky? Where's my purse? Who are you and where's my horse?
All right. Slichter, you're not getting an answer. So
fuck you, Andy.
Question. Let's see what else we got. All right. Little Jimmy from Nebraska writes, Meanie, if Josh and Adam couldn't do an episode, who would you want to host? Eric Bischoff, Jeff Jarrett, or Pretty Paulie Bromwell?
Pretty Paulie Bromwell.
Has he been referred to as that by anybody else?
I don't know. But Paul Bromwell's fucking killing it, man.
Yeah.
He's the man right now. He's really good.
I feel like if you were like Bischoff or Jeff Jarrett, like I feel like it would almost be like you'd be hosting and interviewing them.
Right.
Yeah,
Paul yeah, if Josh and not Josh aren't ready, and Pretty Paulie. Would have to keep it, because he's local, just like you and Adam Bernard.
And Adam Bernard wasn't even local enough, and we're like, he did like this one show from Pittsburgh. We're like, listen, motherfucker, you want to keep doing this show? Move.
Yeah.
So we made him quit his job, and
packed up the truck.
Yeah,
they stole his kid's Xbox, and
that was it.
Yeah.
Unrelated, my kids are going to get an Xbox, a used Xbox for Christmas. No.
They got their ears to the door.
Yeah.
With the glass.
They are. You know what they are actually getting?
What?
We got them a Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
Because the only video game system my kids currently have is the original NES that I got from my grandparents' place in Florida.
Nice.
When we sold the place, I used to play. It was the exact one I used to play all the time when I was a kid. We had a couple of games down there. I have a ton of games like in storage somewhere, but we had it. I'm like, this would be really cool, and they enjoyed playing it. But it was just, we're like, they like the stuff. The chords are not good because the kids aren't used to chords, so they like run in and they keep unplugging them. Yeah. So I'm probably going to just move that to my office and then just sit and play it. So we're going to get them the Switch, which means I am finally going to get Retromania.
Nice.
Because I don't have it. I mean, they sent me one that was like for the computer, and I couldn't figure out how to download it because I'm like an old person at heart. So I couldn't figure out how to download it. So I'm going to get them. I'll get them that because I think that's kind of cool for them to have the game that I'm in.
Absolutely.
But
has anyone been able to get their hands on the PS5?
Not me.
Because it's like
I don't think. I mean, someone has to have.
It's like this underground thing you got to do.
It's like they made 7 of them.
Right. And like. It's like people are hoarding them or something. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Messed up.
And I never see them out in the wild. Like, I'm just going to go down to the store and buy a PS. No. They're hard to find.
Andy Slichter writes, why is A Christmas Story the best Christmas movie?
It's because it is. It's another one of those movies that didn't do too well at the theater, but once it made it in the secondary market with TV and home video, then that's when they exploded. When I was a kid, they started doing the 24-hour marathons and stuff like that on TNT or whichever channel. It might have been USA at first, but talk about it. Just a great movie. There's you get the hipsters, the people want to be cool. Oh, I hate that movie. Fuck you. It's a great movie. Great cast. The father's perfect. The mom was in Slapshot, I want to say. I think she was in Slapshot. Peter I'm going to botch that name. Peter Billingsley or whatever.
Sounds right.
Yeah, he has the distinction of being in 2 great Christmas movies. He's in A Christmas Movie, and he's in Elf.
Ah.
He's the head elf in Elf, that gets on Buddy for, not being as fast as the other elves. So he's got that. And my buddy Scotty Schwartz. He gets his tongue stuck to the pole.
Yeah.
Big wrestling fan. He was in that. He was in another one of my favorite movies growing up, Kid Co. And The Toy. And, big wrestling fan growing up. Used to go to Bill Watts UWF shows back in the day or something like that. We talk wrestling every time I see him, we get together and talk wrestling. So, but yeah, that's a great movie. And everything that happens, but I still, we all have those movies or TV shows that if they're on, your day's ruined because you have to just put the remote down and sit on the couch and watch it. And that's, literally, the movie you watch once a year, but you watch it 24 hours a day.
Yep.
I still need to get to the house. They have the house out in Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Got to do that. Speaking of Ohio, though, friend of the show and permanent resident of the green room, Al Snow, Logan Barton made a statement that I'm going to rephrase as a question. Because he says, Snow and Foley need a podcast. Meanie can be their Artie Lang. So what I'm going to say is, if Al Snow and Mick Foley started a podcast, would you be their Artie Lang?
Oh, absolutely. I basically was on many of those car rides. I rode with Al and Mick a lot. And recently, Al was on Hannibal TV channel. And they were talking about how him and Mick were having those, not the dozens, but they were like, they would just shoot on each other, like in a playful way.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually it wound up getting serious. And I was on a lot of those car rides where it's like, hey, man, this thing started out as fun. And,
Oh, man.
ease up on the gas, pump the brakes a little, or, it's just things like that. But yeah, I would definitely be Artie Lang. When me and you first started doing this podcast, we were like doing 3 or 4 hour episodes. I can only imagine how long those episodes would be because there's so much to talk about.
At some point, maybe you can do like a special.
Yeah.
Like a one-off special of just you and Al and Mick.
Dude, Mick wrote about one thing in his Foley is Good book where we're driving from Pittsburgh. No, we're driving from Cleveland to Pittsburgh. And Mick just goes, hey, there's this song. I'm embarrassed to admit that I like it, but it's really good. And I'm like, well, what's that? He goes, yeah, that Britney Spears song, hit me one more time. I go, oh my God, that's a fucking great song. And I was like looking at me and Mick like we're setting them up for something. Like, really? Anytime you think somebody's setting you up for something, if you feel like you're about to be on the receiving end of a rib and somebody says something, just go, really? And just give them all that rope just to hang themselves to see if they go through with the rib or they, hit the chute and back out. And so Al goes, really? And we're like, yeah, it's a really good, really kind. And as if it was scripted in the movie, the song came on the fucking radio. And me and fucking Mick just popped like Road Warriors 85, just like, ah! And we're like, oh, baby, baby. And we're just like bopping and stuff like, dancing. And also, and Al's getting into it. And then like, there's I still believe. And Mick Foley's going, still believe. And then as if, dude, like it was like a scene out of a movie. It's like Wayne's World when fucking Bohemian Rhapsody comes on. We're just fucking, and we pull, and we there's this toll we're on 76 from Cleveland to Pittsburgh, and we were paying the lady at the toll, but we don't even bother turning on the radio. They're just looking at us like these fucking guys. Yeah. Yeah, and just many of those fucking car rides, with Mick and Al, just to do you talking about the night, he won the WWF title, we hung out, I think we went out for me, Mick, Al, and a bunch of people went out to a Chinese restaurant that night and had some Chinese food or whatever, and then
did he have the belt with him at dinner?
No, he had it the funny thing, he wrote about this in the book too. The night he won the belt, like we all go to this Holiday Inn in Massachusetts somewhere, and there was no more rooms. So I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to have to sit in the lobby for 6 hours or whatever till I'll have to leave for the airport. Mick comes in and he sees me sitting there, and I just got this look like, ugh. He's like, yeah, you all right, Meanie? I was like, yeah, well, no rooms. He's like, oh, when's your flight? And I tell him, and he's you can see him doing the math. He's like, if it was 3 hours, I'd just let him sit in the lobby, or but 6 hours, you want to come in my room? All right. And Mick finishes off the story. He's like, I was WWF World Champion, and I had 10 pounds of Chinese food and a Blue Meanie in my bed.
Did you share the bed with him?
Yeah, it was. I think it was like a king size. I was on one side, he was on the other.
Which king size sounds like a big bed until it's you and Mick Foley in there.
Yeah,
that is.
We watched A Bronx Tale.
To me, like that's one of the greatest stories in the history of professional wrestling. Like that's just like that. That is the epitome of there's what we fans perceive based on what we've seen on television and the reality of what life as a professional wrestler is. Yeah. Like we see Mrs. Foley's baby boy has done it. Mick Foley is the world champion. This is the greatest. Oh my God, it's greatest night of his career. And that night ends with him watching A Bronx Tale with the Blue Meanie in his bed eating Chinese food. Like it's amazing.
It goes back to a story he told where he did the ICP movie. I forget what it was called. But he was in the movie, and the Misfits were in the movie, Jerry Only and all that. And they were all at the same shoot together. And Mick said the Misfits had this, Winnebago. And he saw their Winnebago. He's like, how many? He's like, all you guys stay in this one Winnebago, blah, blah, blah. And he finishes off. He's like, after looking at the Winnebago, it made spending the night in a Red Roof Inn, listening to Blue Meanie fart in his sleep, not so bad. Little did Mick not know, I wasn't asleep.
It was a conscious release.
Yeah. We'd get a room, like at a Red Roof or whatever, and like Alan Mick would get the bed, I'd get the rollaway cot. I was like, man, let me just see how you try to do the one cheek sneak, but sometimes that.
Yeah. Sometimes this happens.
And you just hear Mick go, oh. You see the cover shaking from me laughing, I love Mick.
Logan Barton has a couple other questions. One of them was, Did you try the belt on?
No. The only time I roomed with somebody in the belt was Al was hardcore champion. And I stood there and picked up the hardcore belt and looked at it and put it back down. I was like, oh, okay.
You didn't steal like a piece of it or anything like that?
No. Why would I do that?
No matter what Conrad Thompson says. Logan Barton has a question here. Meanie, are you going to make the Farewell Roth residency in Vegas next year?
Oh, dude, I wish I could, but my fear of traveling during this pandemic, and I'm sure it's sold out by now. I would love to, but probably not. It's weird. Like Sammy just had a residency out there that did pretty well, but then Kiss's got canceled. Kiss had a residency they were going to do, got canceled, but you always hear the rumors of I wonder if anybody from Van Halen's going to show up, and probably not, but it would be cool to see Dave's final shows. But thank God for the world of YouTube. I'll probably get a chance to see it. So, and here's the thing about that is I love Dave. He's a character. And if you ever go on he had a YouTube show called The Roth Show. Mm-hmm. He does 2 episodes on pro wrestling. He does an episode specifically on Japanese wrestling, and then he does a half hour on like pro wrestling, and it's so good. And you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't think that he would. I mean, you kind of would, because he's a character. David Lee Roth's basically a wrestling character. Michael P.S.A.'s kind of modeled his look and robes after David Lee Roth. But what was I saying? Oh, the thing is, like, Roth was opening up for Kiss. And then the shutdown happened. When they reformed, Kiss kind of kicked Dave off the tour, which is weird. And, Gene Simmons came out and was like, I'd rather see the David Lee Roth, from, the heyday, and blah, 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 blah. It kind of shit on him. And Dave came out with a response of just like somebody giving a middle finger, Yeah. But, I wonder if in the back of my mind, I wonder if Dave took that getting kicked off the Kiss tour so hard that he's like, you know what, I'm just going to retire. I'm just I'm just going to call it a day because he was supposed to be on that Kiss tour, and then they're like, they dissed him so hard like that I wonder if it made Dave reconsider, whether he wants to keep doing this,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Another question kind of goes along with it. This one came from James Sorensen. Are there any acts that you would go on a farewell tour to see? Like is there anyone specific if you're just like, hey, if I hear that they're doing their last one, I'm going?
Oh my God. Seen a lot of bands, but maybe if there's like a band I hadn't seen before, I knew they were doing the farewell. Because there's bands that when they come around, I was like, there's no question I'm buying it today. The Foo Fighters, I'm there every year or every tour. Pearl Jam, I'm there every tour, just because their shows are an experience. I'm trying to think of bands I haven't seen. There's bands I wish I seen. Not knowing that it was going to be their last tour. Nirvana.
Sure.
Came around Philly. They were going to play the Armory. I wish I would. I was like, I should go see them, and I never did. And not knowing it was going to be the last tour.
Yeah.
Comedian Mitch Hedberg. I was going to go see his show in Washington. I was like, I'll catch him next time around, and he wound up passing away, unfortunately. But I definitely would love to experience a Bruce Springsteen show. I like Bruce. I'm not a huge Bruce, diehard.
But
I have friends who go see him every time, but I heard his live shows are an experience, and I wouldn't mind experiencing that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he'll probably tour forever.
But again, like, you never know. Look, hopefully he's around for a long time, but you never know.
Yeah.
Question comes to us from Matt Mangle at Mangle Strength. Writes, jelly or syrup?
Cool Whip.
This next one, let's see, comes to you from our good friend Mark in Dryden.
Nice.
What are the chances that Charlotte and Becky are just messing with the fans, and that they've made up behind the scenes? So I don't really know. I'll be honest, full disclosure, I don't really know what the hell's going on between the two of them. I'm pretty sure Survivor Series. When did Survivor Series happen? Did it happen already? Did we watch it?
Yeah, we watched the match. And they did the thing.
Oh, right. Oh, the old gimmick schnabbits, yeah.
Yeah, the Fernum Durnum.
Oh, yeah. I remember we watched it not yesterday, but last Sunday. We watched Survivor Series. Yes, it was good on the 21st. It was really good. While we were doing our Patreon Zoom.
We did? Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
It was great. Yeah, so this question's old. This question's from like 3 weeks ago, but so who knows how that match will turn out. But Meanie, I mean, do you think they're working people, or you think they're
Well, in this day and age, you almost kind of have to work people.
Yeah.
Like behind the scenes to I don't know if they're doing the actual Andy Kaufman bit, where they're, not letting anybody in on the deal. Maybe they have an agreement between each other that they're going to do this thing, and, whoever the locker room stooge is going to stooge it off to the sheets.
right?
Who knows? But then again, and if it's a shoot, it's a shame because, they were the four horsewomen. They came up together.
Yeah.
But, Charlotte's, watching her husband do amazing things in AEW. Her father's over, he's in limbo right now. I don't know what he's going to be doing. And I'm sure she would like to, maybe, I don't know if she's trying to work her way into a release, to maybe go somewhere else,
That would be something, man.
But, it's a shame because, in the words of Tracy Smothers, Becky's like, you changed, man. You changed. What's your deal? It would be a shame if there's the real life heat there. Don't know where Sasha and Bailey, the other 4 horsewomen, stand on this. You know, I don't know if they've said anything or chosen sides, but who knows? It could be a chance of, Charlotte realizing, how important she is and trying to protect herself.
Yeah.
People try to protect their brand, so to speak. So I don't know if that's going on, and maybe Becky's like, "Hey, man, this ain't the spirit of where we used to be."
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's whatever you're hearing about isn't reality, because that's just kind of how it is. Things just get blown out of proportion.
It's all secondhand knowledge.
And they're working.
Like
they're working.
Meltzer.
They worked together. They did a great match. They were professionals, except for that whole weird screw job at the end. But everything. But it's Survivor Series. So, hey, got people talking because you know what? You know who wasn't talking about Survivor Series? Anyone.
Yeah.
So
it's a shame. One of the original 4 pay-per-views. It's like the cousin Oliver of the original 4s.
That's a deep cut there.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. Here's another question that comes to us all the way from
Ozevehat.
Who sent this?
And she taught me how to take a shower.
Hey, here's a question from Shackleford. When you found the lady in your room that threw up in the tub, you said you had a Wawa hoagie. What was the type of what type of hoagie was it, and how long did you wait to eat it after the event? Great question.
It was a Wawa hoagie that I had the first half of on the ride. I was like, I'll save this for later. Mm-hmm. What was it? Probably a turkey hoagie, cheese and bacon. And then nothing goes good with a leftover sandwich to a room that smells like vomit.
Yeah.
Pungent vomit. Smells like something that would just take rust off a bumper. It's fucking chunky soup.
Wow. Yeah, I would have been throwing out anything.
It was such a weird thing, man. It was like, okay, we're at a bed and breakfast. Do we have do they have rooms that like have joint custody of the bathroom? Like, I'll use the bathroom after you're done using the bathroom. Nope. Here comes the lady in the towel. Startled, and thank God I had Mrs. Meanie with me, just another woman.
Yeah. What an experience.
Oh.
Thank
God the guy entered his email, the guy who runs the place,
Yeah.
I tried calling, after a certain hour. It was well after midnight, he's not going to take a phone call because he kind of lives there too.
Right.
But he's always checking his email. Thank God I thought to send a fucking email.
Seriously.
He ran right up the steps, observed the scene.
Ugh. Turns my stomach.
Crazy.
Logan Barton has a great question here. Meanie, how do you feel about managing Jurassic Express dressed as John Hammond from Jurassic Park? The white shirt, safari hat, and cane. Are you familiar with which character John Hammond is? He's the one who created Jurassic Park.
I've never seen it.
What the fuck?
I've never watched Jurassic Park.
Wow.
You're about to walk off set.
I am blown away. I believe last
I've seen
week I even
spot.
mentioned watching it on a laser disc.
You remember those? Fucking make you watch a movie and do manual labor.
Yeah, man. I remember. I've heard about that before.
I'm surprised I can remember it from a week ago.
Man, some things you never forget.
Yeah.
So here I'll hold it up on my screen. This is John Hammond, the character there.
Okay, yeah. But all blue, maybe?
Well, that's that. Yeah. I mean, what are we doing here? Are we completely repackaging you, and it's like, you know, like you're not even the Blue Meanie anymore? Or
yeah.
Are you John Blumond? You know?
Yeah, I've seen the high spots from the movie. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wayne's World did the parody.
The Tope Suicida from the T-Rex.
Yeah. Hey, if a T-Rex is chasing you, just throw down a banana peel.
Yeah, seems fair.
He slips and he can't get up because he's got tiny little arms. Yeah.
Oh, God, those tiny little arms. How do you...
You know what to say about guys with tiny little arms? Oh.
They need somebody to help them out when they're using their Manscaped to trim their balls because... Hey, brace yourself. Winter is coming. What the writers of Game of Thrones didn't want to tell you is that Bran was actually in a wheelchair because he didn't trim his balls with Manscaped. Hey, did you ever see Game of Thrones?
Yes.
See, I haven't. Headset off.
Yeah.
Man, poor guy thought it was okay to trim his balls with a traditional razor or hair trimmer. Not sure what you want as a gift for the holidays? Well, Manscaped is the ultimate gift, and they're here to change the men's grooming game, and you can get 20% off plus free shipping if you use code MEANIE20 at manscaped.com. It's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season. I'm talking about the Manscaped Perfect Package 4.0. The Performance Package 4.0 is the best in the business. This hygiene bundle includes the Lawnmower 4.0, Weed Whacker, Boxers Travel Kit, and liquid formulations. The new Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is waterproof with advanced skin-safe technology to reduce nicks and cuts, even as a light to help with your close shave down there, unless, of course, you have T-Rex arms. And then there's nothing you can do. You just got to get somebody else to do it for you. I guess you could always keep it. I wonder does it work if it's in its docking station? You can just squat down on it.
Squat down on it.
I don't know. I don't know if you use it that way that even this technology could prevent nicks, snags, and tugs. We can't say that if you squat on your yeah. So anyway, the performance package also includes Crop Preserver. It's a deodorant for your balls, protect against chafing. Also, the Crop Reviver Ball Toner will help your boys feel fresh at all times. Maybe you're on the other side of the wall and you don't know when your next shower is. No worries. The Crop Mop Ball Wipes are for you. That's right. Hey, do you have smelly feet? Well, Manscaped can help with their Foot Duster, foot deodorant made to fight odors, the dirtiest feet, including Meanie's. Meanie loves feet. So,
especially when people got their disgusting chicken cutlet looking fucking feet in the window.
So, hey, do you want to smell good everywhere? The Refined Cologne by Manscaped is a clean and fresh scent designed for the refined gentleman. On top of everything, they've even thrown in the Shed travel bag to carry your goods. And the Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs, I suppose, to also carry your goods. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code MEANIE20 at manscaped.com. During the winter, you may be spending more time inside with your balls. Might as well make them beautiful. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code MEANIE20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Use promo code MEANIE20. It's time to join the Manscaped movement. These products are Snow Joe. Al Snow. Logan says he's the meanie, but he parodies it like he used to. Yes, John Blumen. He comes out with the cane and limp and works the angle. Shackleford says good choice.
Yeah. Good choice for what? Which one?
I don't know.
Thanks.
I don't know. I'm assuming he's saying good choice for the Blue Man. I don't know. Hey, another question here.
Yeah.
Bob Colling Jr. writes,
If that is his real name.
I think his real name is @BobRescRecap. What would it take for a 3PW reunion?
That's out of my hands, really. People will keep asking, and that's a cool thing. People ask about 3PW reunions, and I talked to folks who I booked in 3PW, and they're like, "Yes, let's do that." But I unfortunately no longer the people who own the rights to the name 3PW and the tape library is what's his name? Steve Carroll, who used to be involved with ECW. He bought the tape library, and he got the trademark, and he puts together these like video specials for it. And there's a lot of 3PW footage on Amazon Prime. You can rent it or whatever. Legend, hardcore, this, that, and the other thing. And there's photos of like Raven with the 3PW belt on and stuff like that. But I'd love to do it. It's just a matter of, if Steve Carroll wants to do a one-off show and have me book it, that's it's basically up to him. It's out of my hands.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. It looks like is he connected to Stonecutter Media?
Yep. Anytime you watched an ECW show at the end, they said Stonecutter Media. That was him.
So I will say that, yes, 3PW is still a live trademark.
Yes.
I had to look it up. So, yeah, he still owns it, and he's keeping it live. So, what I was going to say was, if it was a dead trademark, you give a call to Dawkins, you pick it up, and then you can do it. You can't have the library, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, speaking of scents, I don't know. Little Jimmy from Nebraska says Blue Meanie has a cologne. Blue Spruce Beard Care by Mad Cat Beard Care, and asked if I've used the Blue Spruce yet. I have not, but I think I'd like to give it a try. So maybe I'll have to place a little order ski.
Yeah,
do that on the old.
Shout out to Josh over there, madcatbeardcare.com. It's and Slichter got some.
Yeah, he did.
Slichter.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It's because he went to manscaped.com, used promo code Meanie20, and used the Blue Spruce.
Yeah.
His lady friend couldn't say no. I mean, she could say no. She's absolutely entitled to say no, and Slichter would respect that.
He spruced it up.
I get that. I understand what you're saying.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But definitely go over to madcatbeardcare.com and get some Blue Spruce. Help the kitties.
Yep. Well, that's it. We don't have any other questions. So, unless Sorensen says, I got some too. Well, Mazel Tov, but, do you mean the Blue Spruce? I think he ordered the stuff for his beard.
In the words of David A. Roth, everybody wants some, and I want some too.
Yeah, we all do.
How about you?
Yeah, so no other questions. So instead, we're just going to go to pick a random question that someone asked someone else on social media. Let's find
Go through
one.
somebody else's ask me anythings.
Yeah, we're going to type in
ask me and just see what happens.
There we go. A little hashtag ask me anything. Well, these are just people asking people to ask them things.
How funny would that be if I never saw Jurassic Park, but I watched the sequels?
Is that what happened?
No.
Okay.
That didn't happen, but since we're asking anything.
Let's do an AMA here.
Yeah, let's answer other people questions. It's kind of like when I hear people walking through a supermarket and they're on their fucking cell phone and they ask somebody a question and I'll just answer out loud that question. Like, should I get some of this cereal? Yeah, why not? You know?
So apparently people just don't like. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a Holly Saunders.
Yes. Is it?
No holds barred exclusive AMA coming soon for my NFT drop November. Why? What? Who is this person?
Fucking NFTs.
Oh, Cat's My Dogs. Oh. She's got quite the.
I'll spend thousands of dollars on something that I get this screenshot.
I don't understand NFT. I don't understand NFT.
It's fucking stupid.
James Sorensen wants a 5-on-5 Survivor Series valets and managers.
You're a week late, sir.
Yeah.
That was last week's show.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's been a whole week since we recorded that. Yeah. It's been a whole week since we recorded that. Get on your game, little Jimmy.
So who is this?
It's little Jimmy.
This is Dr. Daman Bahatarhakia.
Okay.
Nailed it. Consultant surgeon yesterday for the next 15 minutes and Ask Me Anything. Hi, sir. What is your view on Max Health, please? So, Meanie, this comes to you from Mally Bassick.
Okay.
Hi, sir. What is your view on Max Health, please?
It's the most you could do. It's the max. You know, it's not minimum health.
See, I say it's overvalued, low ROE, not ROH. Poor growth, and the rest I didn't study. That was his answer.
See, well, look at you being the hotshot over here. You're like the host of Jeopardy who has the answers and he goes, ha, 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 you're wrong. Well, dude, you got the answers right on the fucking thing right in front of you. Don't fucking big shot me, pal. Fuck you, Alex.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, this person asks, okay, perfect one from Kotha Ganesh. Sir, are you a doctor?
No.
Okay.
Not professionally.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
I'm the fat guy who gives you diet tips.
This person's holding
I'll have a Diet Coke, please.
I want to request a video of me crushing him. I don't understand what's happening here. DM me. This is a video of this person holding a doll by her. What is this? What am I seeing?
I don't know.
This is a person at Ruby's Legs. I take requests for custom videos as well as having pre-made videos for sale where she crushes things with her feet and yells at it.
Why would you tell me this? I hate feet.
But no. Like for shoot, this is what this person does. She has video of her stepping on stuff. What the fuck is the internet?
I don't know.
So here's a question. Want to request a video of me crushing things?
No. I want to watch a video of you putting your fucking shoes back on.
Yeah.
Get those fucking things away from me.
All right. So I couldn't find any good, like, what is this? What is this? I don't want to search the random. You know what? I got to tell you, I like wrestling Twitter.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that, but holy shit. When you just click a random Ask Me Anything, you see parts of Twitter that you do not want to see.
The dark web.
Which makes me fearful of what the dark web looks like if this is the non-dark web and it looks horrible.
People talk about it. I'm like,
Okay, hey, more questions. We stalled long enough to get more questions. Andy Slichter writes, thoughts on the Spectrum Sixers uniforms as a fan of the former building?
Dude, pretty sweet. You know, me being a big fan of everything Philly and my love affair for the Philadelphia Spectrum. Oh, fucking, they're awesome. I'm contemplating getting some kind of Spectrum type tattoo down the line, but
You should.
I should.
Maybe get it of the spec, like make it look like the spec. What if? Hear me out. You've got that the Van Halen tattoo that goes around your ankle, right?
Which is still healing up, yes.
Right. What if you got a tattoo around your ankle, around your leg, maybe the other one, of the Spectrum? But it's so wherever you are, it looks like it's like the outside of the Spectrum, but all the way around.
That's pretty interesting.
Or if you didn't want to, I mean, yeah, because the Spectrum was round.
Yeah.
So you can, that's
America's Showplace.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. I got to go to the last event there ever, which was Pearl Jam, 2009, and it was Halloween, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was the last event there, and then I went for the thing where you pay like $20 to go in there and loot the Spectrum. I got like four Spectrum chairs, an office chair, and I locked up with Chubby Dudley.
Yep.
So we officially. It's like, man, we never wrestled in the Spectrum. Let's lock up, and we locked up.
That's awesome.
It's from some high spots.
Logan Barton wants to know if you can eat at one place in PA, where would it be? What's your number one?
Dude, we just went to, oh my God, what's that place? Oh, it's the fucking Smorgasbord in Lancaster.
Any relation to Dale Torborg?
No. Oh my God. Oh, Shady Maple. We went there. It was all right. It's like a tourist thing. But if I could eat at one place in Pennsylvania, I live in Philly, so we got every place you want to eat. You know, Pat's, Geno's, Tony Luke's, John Joe's Pork, Phil's Steaks, My Pals. That's an underrated place in Philly. It's a place called My Pals, MI/PALS, My Pals. Really good hoagies. And then in Pittsburgh, you got Permane Brothers. Meh.
Shackleford says Shady Maple is free on your birthday.
Shit. Dude, I literally ate until I had the shit.
So that would be so it's both your number one and your number two.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 3.
Little Jimmy from Nebraska is gonna. What's that?
Number 3 is when you pee and poop.
Oh my. What's number 4 then? Little Jimmy
goes through the tube.
Little Jimmy from Nebraska. I think this is going to probably be our last one here. What? Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Logan Barton does say mine is Lenny's, now called Ashley's in Conshohocken, or Delisandro's. Haven't tried Roxborough yet.
I need to try Delisandro's. I've heard great things.
James Sorensen, Little Jimmy from Nebraska, writes, what teams can someone be a fan of and still be in the good graces of Meanie and Josh?
Just not the Cowboys.
Just not the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, as an Eagles fan, I'm not even really. I don't get as angry at the Giants and the Washington football team as I do the Cowboys, and I think that has to do with you know what? I don't even really have a problem with Cowboys fans who are actually from fucking Texas. It's the fucking Philly, Jersey fucking Cowboys fans that bought all their fucking starter gears in the 90s when they had the 3 Super Bowls. Two Jimmy Johnson won, and third was a fucking fluke. Who's that guy? Fucking the guy who replaced Jimmy Johnson. I can't think of his name. I
don't know.
He coached Steve Williams at OU. Somebody in the room help.
Help us, please.
But yeah, it's the Philly, Jersey Cowboys fans that, arguing with a Cowboys fan from New Jersey is like playing fucking chess with a fucking pigeon. Because even if you fucking beat them, they'll just knock over all the pieces of shit on the board and walk off like they fucking won something. Fuck them.
And that's why Meanie will never play chess with a pigeon?
A pigeon. It's like playing chess with a pigeon. He'll just walk around, knock over pieces of shit on the board and walk off like he actually won the fucking game. It's amazing. Dude, Barry Switzer, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Shackelford. Barry Switzer, who goes around on Wikipedia and just puts a little asterisk next to his Super Bowl. Fucking Barry Switzer. He was the coach of the Cowboys on the infamous 4th and 1 game. He fucking cost them the Eagles, Cowboys, Veteran Stadium. The Cowboys had the fucking, I want to say they had a slight lead or whatever, and they were trying to put the game away. Went for 4th and 1. Eagles stop them. And then there was some bullshit thing. Oh, there was a timeout. Yeah, whatever. So Barry Switzer tries to run the exact same play, and the Eagles stop him again. And there's an awesome Merrill Reese call. He stops him again. And they were within field goal range, and the Eagles kicked the field goal and won. Shoved it right up his fucking Barry Switzer ass.
Right up his Barry Switzer ass.
Right up his Barry Switz hole.
Oh. Man.
I get heated when it comes to the Eagles Cowboys.
That Dave Sturcio, who does play-by-play for WrestlePro. He is a
good guy, but
great guy. Terrible taste in teams. He's a Yankees fan, which doesn't bother me as much.
Of course, he likes the Yankees,
but that's what I'm saying.
And
when
the
you
Cowboys.
talk to, it made me think about, and I love him. It's great.
Let me guess,
as you're listening to this, yesterday we just did WrestlePro together, but man, he's a Cowboys fan, diehard Cowboys and Yankees. It's like, man, what's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling? What is it? Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Stone Cold. Come on.
Let me guess. He likes the Lakers too.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, come on.
Here's his fucking squad. He likes the Yankees, he likes the Cowboys, he likes the Lakers, and he likes the Penguins probably because they all win championships. Hey, I never watched baseball before. Who has the most championships? Oh, the Yankees. I'll pick them.
So I'm going to be in Texas this April.
I wish you would have said this Tuesday. This Tuesday in Texas.
Oh man, I think that no, I'll be home by Tuesday. But I'll
be home by Tuesday.
I'm planning to be there. I'm booked, Terry, to be there. Don't know if I'll actually be at WrestleMania, but I'll be working, all around it. But I would like to be in that building. It does seem like a pretty cool stadium.
Jerry World?
Yeah, but I would be curious to walk around that building if I can go for free.
I would love to go up to Jerry Jones and put a flashlight next to his head to see if he could see his skeleton. He's so translucent.
Oh, man. Well, on that note.
Hold on, little Jimmy's got one. Is there a player that came from the Cowboys that went to the Eagles that Meanie liked? I'm trying to think of. The last person I could think of was DeMarco Murray. He kind of stunk it up, but that was more the play calling. I thought the question was going to be anybody from the Cowboys that you wound up disliking, but now that they're retired, I could give Aikman and
Troy.
Romo
I was going to say Troy Aikman. I don't mind now.
Yeah, because he doesn't pose any threat to the Eagles.
Well,
him and Romo. I used to goof on Romo because he was like the Barney Fife of quarterbacks. He was always doing something goofy. Whether it's, fumbling the snap in Seattle and trying to run it in and clutching his helmet and whatever. But, hey, Romo can call a great game.
Yeah.
Him and Aikman are great announcers. I cannot deny that. And the fact that, they no longer pose a threat to the Eagles because they're not playing.
Joe Buck can respectfully fuck himself, in my opinion. But
Joe Buck yourself.
Yeah. Oh man,
this has been fun.
This has been fun. This has been great. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the questions. We really appreciate that. And this is again, here we are on the 29th of November. I can't believe this month flew by.
Here we are, face to face. A couple of silver spoons. Remember that show, Silver Spoons? Ricky Schroeder?
Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing about it. We learned about it in history class.
You son of a bitch.
But hey, tis
Alex
almost
Worth is the worst.
Tis almost the season, so it's time to be doing your shopping. So I just want to say before we get out of here that you know what else they call Monday, the 29th of November? They call it Cyber Monday. Well, today we call it Meanie Monday because as you're listening to this, you are able to save an amount of a percentage that we have not yet discussed as of this recording by using code Meanie Monday. Woo! Let's write that down. Yes. Code Meanie Monday. If you use that if you go to mindofthemeanie.com to get our figures, we are doing a sale right now. Meanie Monday. That's the code. Meanie
Running wild.
Monday. Now, the code is also probably still working. You can try out the other code, which was Blue Friday. We had that one. And you're saving, screw it, Meanie, what do you think, 20%? 20% off of anything there. So go do that. Hey, Pod Squad, Patreon members, we have a Patreon only group where you can get merchandise. And you can use those same codes there to save yourself 20% as well.
Yeah.
And those are good until midnight tonight. By midnight tonight, I mean Monday, the 29th of November. So again, those were, since we all know, it was Blue Friday and Meanie Monday. And it was to save 20%. So I don't think those figures are going to be here anymore by the time you're listening to this. So rock and roll. Yeah. Anything else, Meanie? I'm exhausted.
Thank you to everybody who submitted questions. Thank you for the Pod Squad who's watching us live as we record this for sending some fun questions. This was some fun banter. Thank you to everybody who supports us. You can support us by going to prowrestlingtees.com/Blue Meanie /Mind of the Meanie / So Says Shernoff.
Thank you.
Go to Shernoff's page. Get the Sarcasm is My Superpower shirt. That is my favorite shirt.
Do it.
Yeah, man. Go to cameo.com/Blue Meanie /So Says Shernoff. Get a couple wishes from us. Holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving just passed, but Christmas is right around the corner. So get them early, or go to prowrestlingtees.com/Blue Meanie. I got the BWO Ugly Christmas T-shirt, so check that out. If you enjoy what you hear every Monday when you download at 6 a.m., you want to watch along like our great group of Patreons here are, go to patreon.com/MindOfTheMeanie, and you can watch us each and every week live as we record this exclusively on Patreon. So, did I miss anything?
No, man, you nailed it, and I'm not even needed anymore. But what I will say is I want to wish, I hope everybody had a safe, healthy, and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
The holidays are upon us, but we are deep in day 2, night 2 happening tonight of Hanukkah. So I hope if you celebrate, I hope that you are having a happy Hanukkah. Have a couple of latkes on me.
Yeah.
And I'll provide the sour cream. With that, Meanie, thank you for another wonderful episode. Thank you for being so open, and thank you for being as transparent with your answers as the Cowboys' Jerry Jones is with his skin, I guess.
There's got to be a knob at the back of his head that just tightens that shit up.
Well, thank you, everybody, and I can't believe this is the last episode of November, and I can't believe that next week we are going to be coming to you with the first episode of December, the last month of 2021. But also, hey, if you haven't yet, make sure that you tune into the new Thanksgiving Eve tradition. It aired on FITE on Thanksgiving Eve, but it's there on demand. That's Talking with Friendsgiving. Give that a shot if you would. And hey, go over to prowrestlingtees.com, Talking with Friends. See if you want to pick up this cool T-shirt that I've been wearing for 2 weeks in a row. But that's it. Just wanted to get that little plug in there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm a bit of a whore.
Good shit, pal.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. This has been great. Another episode of Ask Meanie here on Mind of the Meanie, and we will see you We will see you next Monday and every Monday for another trip into the mind of the Meanie.
Blue World Order. The world of MLW radio never stops.